Catching the sight of a gray-tailed grackle is likely to make you do a double take, at least the first time you see them. Not only are they good-sized birds with dark glossy plumage and yellow eyes, but their tails. Their tails are flamboyant, nearly as long as their bodies, and V-shaped, or sort of a scoop shape. I like to call them super tails, or crazy tail. Females are considerably smaller with a brown body, darker brown wings, and yellow eyes. Their tails are kind of what we might think of as ordinary and proportionate, not overly long, and they lack the festive design of their male counterparts. The gray-tailed grackle, also known as the Mexican grackle, can be found from California to the Great Plains, parts of the Midwest, the Gulf Coast, Mexico, Central America, and even a little bit of South America. They like to inhabit open areas, fields, backyards, urban areas, lawns, power lines along a busy street, and definitely parking lots. Basically, places where there are people. They were originally from the lowland jungles of Central America, but were brought to Mexico for their feathers, and as you can probably guess, successfully bred there and eventually expanded to Texas and outward. Gray-tailed grackles, and this extends to grackles in general, are quite the polarizing bird. Some people love them and find them to be a source of entertainment and humor, while others experience them as a nuisance, pooping on their cars, filling the air with their endless screams and Star Wars-like sounds. And having no trouble absconding a hamburger from an unaware picnic goer. At the time of making this video, they have a 4-star rating on Yelp in Austin, Texas. Yes, you heard that right. They have their own page on Yelp with many enthusiastic reviews on both ends of the spectrum. There's no doubt they are birds who are bold and brash and strut around like they own the place. They're smart and clever and have learned to thrive where there are people, with intelligence that's on par with corvids. Research has shown they have problem-solving skills, such as those related to food acquisition. They can solve tests where they drop stones in a container to raise the water level to get a reward. They can recognize individual people and remember them, and they're resourceful enough to forage for smashed insects on car grills. Aside from watching and hearing males display and call, you're likely to see them doing the bill-up display, also known as sky pointing. Again, other grackles do this too, not just the gray-tailed. It may appear as if they're on high alert, scoping out a hawk in the sky, but they're not. This is a form of peaceful dispute resolution and dominance competition. It's like their version of a staring contest. They point their bills upward to see who can maintain the posture the longest, and whoever is the last one remaining in the posture is the winner. They are sometimes confused with boat-tailed grackles, who are found on the East Coast, in Florida, and along the Gulf Coast. They are very similar looking. Boat-tails are a little smaller, and if you're in Florida or the Gulf Coast, they have dark eyes, making differentiation a little easier. Boat-tails on the East Coast have bright yellow eyes, making their calls a better way of telling them apart. I'll conclude with a short personal experience. A handful of years ago, I was leaving work and stopped by a nearby gas station to fill up the tank before heading home. There was a huge evergreen off to the side of the station that was alive with grackle sounds and made for a very entertaining fill-up. This scenario happened again and again over the coming weeks and months, and eventually, I nicknamed it the Grackle Gas Station. So what do you think of this adaptable and resourceful bird? Do you have them in your area? Feel free to leave a comment down below. Thank you for watching. That's all for this time. I'll see you again soon.